The Speaking House, the book to build new earth schools for the children of this world. What I'm doing sits among the great alternative education traditions and quietly extends them. Like Montessori, it values the prepared environment and the child's natural sensitive periods. Like Waldorf, it honors rhythm, imagination, and the whole child, head, heart, and hands. Like forest schools, it treats nature as a primary teacher. Like Acton Academy in Sudbury Valley, it trusts the child's agency and the power of real contribution. Like the Stettin in Anastasia model, it believes mixed age groups and children teaching one another unlock extraordinary capacity. The work goes further in 3 deliberate ways. First, the child's soul, its intuitive knowing, its resonance, its direct connection to source is placed at the center of the curriculum, not treated as an optional extra. Second, emotional healing is given explicit space and method. Anxiety, frustration, and fear are allowed to be felt, experienced, and transformed. Third, physical space is understood as a living partner. Traditional classrooms often reinforce the very patterns we wish to release. So learning environments need to be curated, near-natural, and ideally co-created with the learners themselves. My long teaching practice in the performing arts became the living laboratory for these discoveries. For more than 20 years, through singing, drama, and dance with children from early years to secondary age, I watched emotion find safe form. I watched self-esteem rebuild through the child's own expression, and I watched the right kind of space turn fear or frustration into creative strength. That daily embodied work was a practical way into the deeper vision. The full vision is articulated in The Speaking House. It gathers the strengths of the models I mentioned and then completes them. Soul as organizing principle, resonance learning, apprenticeship with passionate adults, explicit emotional intelligence, and the near-natural environment as primary teacher. From Duty to Joy is a companion handbook written especially for the homeschool context, the place where the principles of the Speaking House can be applied most immediately and intimately. Homeschooling offers the greatest freedom to create the conditions the soul needs. Yet many families still carry the invisible weight of duty, the leftover pressure of conventional schooling. From Duty to Joy shows how to shift that weight into joy. The Speaking House supplies the larger architectural framework that keeps the work coherent and scalable. In the home, the prepared environment becomes the living room, the garden, the kitchen table, or a corner of woodland. Multi-sensory learning happens through play, sound, movement, and nature for all ages. Conscious parenting supplies the relational safety that once had to be fought for in a classroom. Performing arts fits naturally. A song while preparing food, a short improvised scene to process a feeling, dance that turns frustration into freedom. Because the space already belongs to the child and because the adult is present as guide rather than enforcer, deep emotional charge can be felt, expressed, and transformed without institutional pressure. The same principles scale. A single family can begin, a small cluster of families can form a micro-hub. Over time, these can grow into community learning spaces that still keep the intimacy and soul-centered focus of the home. In every case, the movement is the same. From duty to joy, from external control to inner sovereignty, from a system that often harms to an environment that heals and liberates. This is not a rejection of what has gone before. It's a grateful gathering of their strengths, completed by the missing pieces of soul, resonance, emotional alchemy, and living place. The Speaking House, audiobook, and lovely hardback.